So, Ace of Spades. This is a weapon that has haunted me, not only for its relation to the fan favourite character, the late Cade 6, or our acquisition of it from the hands of Prince Aldrin's Sov in our quest for revenge. This weapon haunts me because of the strength and popularity it's had in PvP, and my apparent inability to use it. Might as well get into it. So, Ace of Spades is a returning weapon from Destiny 1 with a revamped perk set. We'll do stats, then perks this time. Ace is a 140 RPM hand cannon with a phenomenal 85 range, 50 stability, 50 handling, 42 reload, 70 aim assist, 14 airborne, and 13 in the mag. As it is a 140, it deals 70 damage for a crit and 47 for a body. Now to the perks. These days, Ace of Spades has the intrinsic Memento Mori. Reloading after a kill grants you 6 bonus damage bullets that last until fired or until the weapon is stowed, in addition to granting radar while aiming down sights. This bonus damage pushes Ace up to a 90 damage for a crit and 60 for a body. That's 1 head and 2 body kill in 0.87 seconds. This isn't game breaking by any means, but it makes follow-up kills super consistent since you only need to hit a single crit, while maintaining the still the same time to kill. Next we have Firefly. Firefly is readily accessible on other weapons these days, but used to be special to Ace and D2. It creates a small burst of solar energy upon scoring a critical kill, and grants a reload bonus afterwards. These two perks combo into Ace's Masterwork, which grants extra Firefly damage if it's activated from a Memento Mori bullet. This isn't super impactful in a PvP context, but is still worth mentioning. Before we move on, I'd like to quickly mention high caliber rounds. Ace has this, and since flinch is more apparent with higher damage bullets, the combination of Memento Mori and high cal makes for a flinch machine. It can even be frustrating to fight without preparing your flinch resist mods, which I think are mandatory these days, but especially if you're using Ace. I have a hard enough time using a 50 stability hand cannon without having additional flinch to contend with. And that brings me to another point. I'm very, very bad at this gun. I find 50 stability to be very jarring. I'm used to using hand cannons with over 60, even up to 70, so it's a bit of an adjustment to make. My own gripes aside, Ace is an excellent weapon even after all the nerfs, and was even an excellent weapon when we had the 150 RPM hand cannons outclassing this archetype time to kill wise. Once again, we have precious few exotics to think of in terms of pairings, but those few are really fun and really potent. Once upon a time, we could use the dreaded one-eyed mask to grant a 2-tap with Ace, but those days are behind us. Now we have something even better for the job, and that's the new Falcon's Hallberg chess piece for hunters. It grants a damage bonus after invisibility ends for 3 seconds in PvP. This is plenty of time for Ace, as the Memento Mori bullets don't expire, meaning you can either fire a shot to break your invis before going into your 2-tap, trusting your opponent doesn't have enough resilience to survive a shot without the bonus damage, and then one with. This exotic is currently disabled, so I don't have any gameplay to show. When it's back, I think this is the move for Ace. So in the meantime, I've been using old reliable Chromatic Fire. Once again, it helps a kinetic exotic bring the boom, and since Ace has Firefly, we're bringing the double boom. This is free damage on stacked up targets, and occasionally it'll give you free multis because nowadays Chromatic Fire can instantly kill players with the detonations. One last thing to mention is a subclass recommendation, which isn't really normal for here. I want you to play on Solar, and I want you to play on Radiant. You can make this work on any character with melee fragment, but it works best on Hunter and Warlock. Warlock, in addition to being able to make himself Radiant, gets the Empowering Rift, gets the 2-taps. You can do this at super long range with Lunafactions. I used to find this really fun when Ace first came out. But I think the Hunter truly stands above. The Radiant dodge is easily loopable. I made a build to specifically make use of this to the utmost. Frosties, double utility kickstart, and tier 10 mobility let you just keep getting that dodge out. It's helping your team too, it's not just a solo buff. So if you sacrifice a little discipline, you can use Ember of Benevolence to help you loop, keeping your Ace 2-tapping with Memento Mori, and keeping the ability to 2-head one body without. When all is said and done though, I really like Ace despite it not suiting my taste stat-wise. It's extremely powerful, is one of my most used PvE weapons, and is still, in my opinion, one of the strongest PvP weapons in the game. I will see you in the next one.